Craig, who loves diving, found a strange creature in the sea. Even the fish next to him couldn't understand what it was. It turned out to be an octopus. In order not to be eaten by predators, octopuses use suckers to suck nearby shells. Wrapped tightly. This surprised Craig so much that he decided to photograph the octopus every day. The camera is set up at the entrance of the cave. At first, the octopus was very vigilant. It used its tentacles to gently test the lens of the camera. Craig perseveres in visiting the octopuses every day. On day 30, the octopus finally got used to Craig's presence. Craig stretched out his fingers to the octopus, and the octopus stretched out its tentacles, which lightly rested on Craig's hand. From this moment on, the octopus and Craig had a wonderful connection. How many octopus balls can be made with this fat tentacle? But Craig can't bear to eat octopus. Soon, the octopus considers Craig a partner. The octopus shows Craig its skin. Octopuses change colors and grow horns on their heads. What surprised Craig the most was that the octopus could spray water and swim, and even stretch out two tentacles to walk like a human. Day by day, they get along better and better. The octopus began to hunker down on Craig's arm, and then climbed onto him again. The octopus clung to Craig's stomach like a child, completely fascinated Craig. His close contact brings bad luck to the octopus. In front of me is a ferocious pyjama shark which has an extremely keen sense of smell and is the natural enemy of octopuses. Although the octopus hid under the reef in time, it was still discovered by pyjama shark. Several pyjama sharks burrowed into the gap. The pyjama shark bites the octopus tentacles and performs a terrifying death roll. Finally, pyjama shark left satisfied with the tentacle in its mouth. The octopus confirmed that there was no danger before slowly crawling out from the crevice of the stone. Losing one of its tentacles, the octopus struggled to move. The octopus crawled back home and began to recuperate. Craig worries if the octopus will be in danger again. The next day, Craig dived into the sea. Craig was relieved to see that the octopus was still alive. At this time, the weak octopus turned white all over, and could only hide in the cave and pant. In order for the octopus to eat, Craig peeled the shellfish meat open in the mouth of the cave. A week later, Craig noticed a tiny tentacle growing from the octopus wound. The octopus started to swim freely again, and slowly regained its health. In this way, after 200 days, the tentacles of the octopus finally returned to health. Facing such a huge survival crisis, the little octopus survived. The octopus returned to its former heroic appearance. The octopus caught a crab and dragged it back into the hole to eat. The octopus grabbed another lobster. No matter what kind of prey an octopus faces, it can always quickly formulate a perfect hunting plan. Octopuses have no parental guidance and survive on their own. But the seemingly calm seabed is still full of dangers. On this day, the octopus was looking for food, and a huge pyjama shark suddenly rushed towards the octopus. The octopus spewed ink and quickly fled the scene. The octopus spreads its tentacles, and wraps itself in seaweed leaves. But pyjama shark still found the octopus with its keen sense of smell. The pyjama shark is frantically biting the seaweed. In order to escape for his life, the octopus climbed to the shore and dived back into the sea from the other side. But pyjama shark smelled the octopus again and came after it again. This time, the octopus no longer dodges. The octopus picked up shells and rocks with its suction cups, and made an armor to protect its soft body. Pyjama shark bit it, and started the death roll again. But the octopus with a full body of shells makes pyjama shark helpless. When Craig surfaced, a more exciting scene happened. The octopus climbed onto the pyjama shark's back. Pyjama shark twisted its body. Just as they got close to the seaweed, the octopus jumped down quietly. The octopus dropped the shell and left quickly. Only pyjama shark with a bewildered face was left. Pyjama shark can only leave disappointed. The octopus that escaped the danger was very proud and began to play with the fish. When it saw Craig approaching, the octopus jumped into his arms. It seems to be telling the moment of life and death. This is the last time they touch each other. On day 324, Craig found another octopus in the cave. Craig understood that octopuses needed to reproduce. At this time the octopus will not eat or hunt, nor will it play with Craig anymore, because the octopus will spend most of its time laying eggs. The weight of the octopus will drop rapidly, and gradually lose its strength, and then it will always hide in the dark cave, and will not come out. Octopuses are slowly dying. The next day, Craig returned to the bottom of the sea again and saw saw the octopus washed out of its cave by the waves. Nearby schools of fish nibble on the octopus body, and scavengers feed on the octopus. Until, finally, Pyjama Shark took the octopus carcass and swam to the deep sea. Craig was very sad and lost, but also relieved. Sadly, Craig was never able to see the octopus again. It takes a lot of time and energy to insist on diving to observe and photograph octopuses every day. Craig soaks in seawater every day. But Craig will never forget this octopus who has been with him for more than 300 days. Craig used a video camera to record the short and beautiful life of the octopus. Later, when Craig dived again, he found another tiny octopus. This may be the child of the octopus. In fact, the lives of all things in the world are very fragile. Will you still have the heart to eat them after reading them?